Hello everybody. Okay, today's presentation is all about effective protection selling on remortgages. The aim is to increase cross sales on the remortgage opportunities. To give you a bit of background on the situation, the housing market has softened, possibly due to Brexit, but there may be other mitigating circumstances. Less purchase business is certainly the situation, and I think most of us will have seen that. However, we do also have the lowest interest rates in history, and that means something really positive, which for a long time we haven't had remortgage business, but it's coming back significantly. And we do see a particular increase in the percentage of penetration on remortgages. So in the past they've been quick and easy, or certainly they've been treated as quick and easy, and they've just been rushed through sometimes with not enough time being planned in the diary to sufficiently get the maximum income from this situation. Sometimes there has been insufficient preparation and fact-finding in the appointment as well, and this has often resulted in poor cross-sales. Change is required, and it all starts with language in my view. Remos, well, they conjure up a fast like-for-like mortgage swap, maybe like the one that we've talked about that did take place previously. But financial health check reviews, well, that paints a very different picture. We've created a review document which will help walk you through the process that we want you to follow, and your area mortgage managers are going to share that with you and talk through it with you. However, expectations need to be set right from the start. Gemma and Hayley, who work in direct sales, and you will probably know them because they're the ones that often put the remortgage appointments in your diaries, well, they need to set expectations when they book the appointments, and we're going to train them to be able to do this. They're going to talk about what needs to be brought in, and they're going to talk about the preparation your clients need to go through before they sit down in front of you, and this is really going to help you. Your review checklist, well, that's going to be something that you're going to go through with your clients, and it walks you through the process and helps you to make sure that you don't miss anything, and it certainly opens up the opportunity to review things. So, it helps you to highlight the circumstances that have changed, creating review opportunities. And it unlocks the door to cross-sales for you if you follow it, protecting your clients really effectively. Now, let's take a look. Have their personal circumstances changed? Well, it's something that we need to find out. Are they now married, or have they got a new partner? Do they have children? Maybe they didn't have children before, they've now got children, or if they did have children, have they got more children? And if they have children, we need to find out about how long their dependency is going to last. Another thing that really does highlight an opportunity to review situations and protect more is a change in income. Okay, it can flag a mortgage term review, which is something that's hugely important and will differentiate us from other advisors. We're going to have more on that a little bit later. But we also need to look at a protection review, and we need to, if there is more income or less income, look at existing income protection benefits and adjust that to take into consideration the changes in circumstances. Has their employment changed? Now, often if we're reviewing people 2 years or even 5 years from the last time we reviewed them, their employment can change, or their role within their current employment could have changed. They could have been promoted, or certainly a change in hours or a change in circumstances. This can affect, obviously, income, that we've already talked about, which is a flag. It can also change their risk profile. Maybe they've changed job from something that was quite risky and therefore expensive the last time we looked at it, and now it isn't. Now it's a risk one. Now it's an office-based job. Now there's less risk and therefore the protection costs are going to change significantly, or the need is going to change significantly. And protection costs is something that obviously affects all of our recommendations. So, something else that we need to consider is if they have changed their job or changed their circumstances or been promoted, their in-work benefits might have changed as well. And we can also uncover opportunities by looking at these, because often if we get this information brought in, and it's one of the things that Hayley and Gemma are going to insist that is brought in, then we can actually review on the basis of real information rather than your clients guessing, which is often the case as it is at the moment if we get that far. And we can effectively sell any benefits on the shortfall in relation to full planning. We also need to review existing mortgages and current term. Now, this is what we talked about a little bit a few minutes ago. Savings from interest rate reductions provide an opportunity to reduce the term. Now, this is really effective mortgage advice. We can save 15, 20, 30, even £50 a month by changing an interest rate. However, if we effectively manage the term, we can save thousands or even tens of thousands of pounds. And by having this conversation with clients, we're going to differentiate ourselves from the opposition, but we're also going to potentially change their lives. And that's what it's all about. So it's creating an opportunity and a need to review protection. What we also need to do is consider spending some of the saving also if we've saved them some money. Or we might have a combination of the two things. Saving the money from protection to use it on, saving the money on the mortgage term, using that for protection sales, or reducing the term and therefore saving a significant amount of money. It's certainly an important discussion. Additional borrowing, if that's something that we need to consider, and often is the case in a remortgage, is going to create an opportunity too. We might need to add to existing protection if they've got something in place, or create a totally new protection proposition. However, we should only replace existing protection if we know that their health has not significantly changed, and we certainly shouldn't ask them to cancel any policies before we look to get the other ones, the new ones, underwritten and accepted. Okay, so next on the sheet, next on the checklist is to review existing protection. We need to check their knowledge, that's the client's knowledge, and understanding of their existing protection. I'm sure most of you will have had a situation where a client thinks they've got lots of things, but actually when you dig deeper, it's very different, and they don't have what they thought they had, or they have something in addition to what they thought they had. Either way, we need to look into it, we need to check their knowledge, and this can create an opportunity. Obviously, if they do not have something, then it creates a real opportunity to look surprised and offer to look after that for them. And I'm sure that with your skill sets, with your sales abilities, you're going to be able to do that. Okay, let's not forget to review existing buildings and contents insurance also. We've now got the most fantastic products with Home and Well and Plum. So they're feature packed, they are certainly value for money. We need to review that in harness and in unison with all of the protection products. It's a holistic financial health check after all. We also need to ask them about any no claims bonus that they've got at this point as well, because it will provide more information and an ability for us to save them money. Now, lastly, we're going to look at a wills review. Obviously, if they've taken a will and their circumstances have changed significantly, there's an opportunity to review that and potentially to look at replacing it. If they haven't got a will, and we know that a huge amount of people haven't, then there is an opportunity here and a duty for us to take on that responsibility, to grasp the nettle and to sell that will now. In summary, with remortgage numbers going up and combine this with life penetrations going down, well, it's never been more important to fully protect our clients. There are no losers in this situation. You earn more, the business benefits, and your clients are safe. Thank you everybody. I'm now going to hand you over to your area mortgage managers.